faculty seminar,
Right.
and a bunch of Socrates haters sat down at the table around me.
That's stupid.
They said all he was doing was trying to trick people.
Right.
They said he's looking out for people.
Right.
And I laid down my steak, and I fought off the haters for 2 hours.
You did that for 2 hours. That was the entire length of your seminar.
Yep.
Guess I'm not surprised that you have the stamina.
Then I have to what?
That you have the stamina.
I have to stand?
Yeah, you have the stem cells. No, the stamina. Stamina. Stamina.
Yeah, I have the stamina. I pull strength from Socrates.
Let's just say that, well, never mind. Well, what else? Tell the listeners what you've been up to.
Well, what else have I been up to? I had my final seminar on the Iliad, and that was pretty good. The final question I asked is, do you blame Achilles? And I went around and asked each student, do you blame Achilles? At the end of it, my students asked me, do you blame Achilles? And I was like, yes, but I would like to be forgiven, so I think I ought to forgive him.
Right.
Yeah. And then I had a seminar on what's it called?
Hegel.
No. I had a seminar on Huckleberry Finn.
Right.
And it was okay, but I had my first observation. So a tutor came in and watched my whole course. At the end of it, he only had positive remarks. I was so shocked.
Right.
So in 1 week, 2 people I admire came up to me and told me that I'm doing a good job.
Well, now this is a sign, buddy, to not use your real name, buddy. This is a sign that you have actually pursued your life's calling.
It is a sign that I was right to identify it as my calling.
Right, same thing. But you just had to correct me.
The doubt wasn't. No. I had to take your words and reword them so it sounded better when it came out of my mouth.
Right.
I just mean my doubt was that this wasn't my calling. Not that I'd be good at it.
Right.
I think anyone can be good at it. But the fact that I was able to be good at it in 4 weeks makes me feel like, sure, it's a calling, or maybe that it's natural to me, which is a beautiful feeling. And I went into faculty seminar today and was like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I just want to observe how my faculty members think. And I got 15 minutes in before I started being like prompting them with questions. And then towards the end, I was like interjecting like, no, Socrates is not a bad guy. And no, he doesn't believe in no, he doesn't believe in relativism. He's fighting for anti-relativism.
I mean, what is relativism? I mean, this is the problem. I guess, I get what you're saying. I know what that term I know what you imply, but Yeah, like I just dislike labels.
I do too.
Right.
I do too. Like Socrates is a bad guy, or that he's using trickery. Because I
Right.
don't think that Yes, he's an asshole, but that doesn't mean he's not doing something good.
Right. I mean, what is he actually doing? Like, let's describe what he's doing rather than saying, like, is he doing something good or is he doing something bad? Is he tricking people? Like, what is he doing? Like, can we describe what he's doing and then, you know?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, and that was what I guess in a lot of ways that's what I was prompting my seminar to think. But people thought I was making a voice for anti-relativism, and I was like, no, I'm making a voice that Socrates isn't a relativist. Or sorry, vice versa. They thought I was making an argument for relativism, and I was like, no. I think you've mischaracterized Socrates' his attitude.
Right.
He believes that there are forms. He does not believe that we can have them here with us. And he only get intimations and glimmers of it, but he's not saying that it isn't a thing.
Right.
And anyways, there was like 3 of us, maybe 4 of us that were approaching it in a way I would say is appropriate. And then there were like 4 people that were like not appropriately approaching it.
Right.
They tried to categorize a dialogue.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing to do.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because once you do that, you I mean, I think it's as simple as like fixing a label on something and saying like, "Oh, now I get it." Like categorizing, like that's a problem with categorizing. You've
Yeah.
already demarcated and limited something.
Yeah.
Like it's already categorized enough. Like we don't need another person to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It is. Anyway, so it was a good day, but who knows?
Well, you can't
how
say
many
it was a good day after saying all that.
Yeah, I know. It was a day.
Right.
But it was, who knows if tomorrow I've lost all my friends.
Well, I mean, if you lose friends over that, it's like, come on, like they are the ones who need to unclench their, it's like, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Like, come on, like if people are being that serious where they lose friendships over something like that, then hey, how good of a friend were they to begin with? Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I was just thinking about what you were saying.
It just took you an awful long time to be like, I was just thinking.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm quiet. I know that's a surprise.
Dead air.
Dead air. How are the viewers doing at home?
We have 12
right.
viewers.
Yeah, that's good. That's more than last time.
Yeah, this is a special episode. I've never had 12 viewers simultaneously.
Wow. Well, hello, viewers. welcome you to the Esmod Show. Hi. World. Hi.
What? You're just driving home?
No, I'm driving to get an admissions test
Oh, an admissions test for what?
for my new car.
Oh, emissions test.
An emissions test.
What is that?
It's like the emissions. Like,
Oh, emissions. Oh, I see. Like the gassing, not the
Yeah.
gassing, but yeah. So,
I need to prove that my car is not destroying the atmosphere. Well, any more than any other car.
right. This car is as destructive as the other ones. Now, can you let
Yeah.
me drive, please?
And I might be driving there with no actual capacity to get one. So I'm going to be arriving 25 minutes before they close.
Right. That's it's playing it safe, I think.
Yeah. You know, safe. Yeah, ish.
Yeah. Well, here's what I did. I signed up to do fingerprinting for my art teaching job,
Right.
which starts on the 25th of September. First class. So
Nice.
yeah, so I'll be teaching kids how to paint or whatever. I mean, not really teaching them how to paint. What?
Do you have a plan?
They're gonna teach me. I mean, it's only. I guess I'll have some sort of a plan, but the whole. I explained this. I explained this to the person who's working there. I was like, I don't have any formal training. You know, do I know how to use the tools? Yes. Is that what I'm gonna start with? Yes. Will I tell kids what to paint? No, absolutely not. They will teach each other. They'll teach me more than I can teach them.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, this is how you paint a tree. Like, like.
No, but you can do some art history.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I could do some art history, but this is not that class. This is like once a week, 1 hour, sort of like, here's some time, here's some materials.
If you only have an hour, you should probably have a plan. Like how much time to spend on what, so that it's not all gone immediately.
I mean, it's not gonna be a waste if that's what you're saying.
No, not a waste. I just mean, I'm a teacher. I know how quickly an hour goes by.
Right.
And I know how easy it is to focus on introductions for 30 minutes.
No, I mean, I think sort of my rough plan, like sketches, like spend 15 minutes in the very beginning, like 10, 15 minutes, like sort of like going over things, and then 45, the rest of it, just leaving them, do the thing.
What's the thing?
Paint, draw.
What are you going to start with, drawing or painting?
That's really up to them, dude. I mean, but
you don't think that there's a better one to start with?
No, there's no better one. No, this is the whole thing with art. Like, if you think a chewing gum is a good way to sketch an idea, go ahead. Yeah. They're not taking a class how to learn classical painting, and I wouldn't teach that class.
Yeah, I know, but they're gonna come and look at you and ask you to teach them something.
Well, that's what I'm teaching them. I'm teaching them how to I'm teaching them to pursue whatever they want. I'm not going to tell them there's a wrong way to do
Right.
it. Like
No, totally.
because
Totally.
because I treat this experience as such a sacred task,
Yeah.
and I don't want I don't want to traumatize these children by saying
Oh my
like
gosh, I know exactly what you're saying. But
right.
don't you have to teach them how to make it sacred. You have to teach them how to take it
No,
serious.
but they're already doing it. I'm going to encourage them. I'm going to encourage them. Like this is the thing. All children, like unlike like academia, like the thing with art is that all children are already artists.
Right.
You just have to encourage them and tell them, yeah, I really like that. I really like that. Do that. You know, like, and if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You know, and if you're going to show me a different thing, that's up to you.
Right.
Yeah, I know a few people that have been traumatized because they've gone to art school. Uh, um, you know, so yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, let's hang out or whatever. You know, like it is hanging out and doing all of that, but my main task is to like um, offer as much encouragement as I can and support and
Right.
answer the questions that they have.
I
Rather,
know you know. I know you know what to do.
right.
I just don't. I just am prompting you with questions so that you know what you're doing.
Right.
But if you don't think about it, you're going to end up having to think about it on the moment. And
Right.
I've lived that. I've done that. And the hardest part about teaching is you don't know what you don't know.
Right. That's true.
That's the hardest part. You don't know what it is that you're missing.
Right.
So it's important to think about even the smallest things. How old are these kids?
Like at the latest middle schoolers.
That's the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay, couple things. They are not, despite wanting to do art, they may not do art. You have to help kids that age do what they want to do.
Right.
It requires guidance to pursue excellence at that age.
So like telling them like, okay, everyone, get a sheet of paper and
Yes.
go make something. Just right.
Minute details. If you want to give them absolute freedom, you need to give it to them in a very restricted manner.
Right.
Otherwise, they won't be able to succeed because they'll start throwing paint around in the most extreme.
Well,
they won't treat it sacred, and then you'll get frustrated. And I've seen it.
Well, actually, if they throw paint around, that's still okay with me. Like that, like, you know, like.
Okay.
I mean, if a kid is like covering himself in paint,
what wouldn't be okay?
Being on their phone if they have a phone, that would like. I'm just like, okay, well,
okay.
That, yeah, that would be a mistake. Not doing anything would be a mistake.
Okay. So you have to enforce that.
Right.
Because there will be both kids that despite wanting to sign up for an art class, don't really want to do art. They want to be an artist, but they don't know how to be someone that wants to be an artist. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It requires minute explanations.
Right. Right. So yeah, that's really helpful actually. And I mean, the thing is, like, I'm shocked that I'm even being considered for this. Like,
Right. I just need to let you know very quickly, I'm in line now for the admissions test, and I might have to hang up.
okay, all right.
Let me just make sure, take a ticket and give it to my inspector. Okay.
All right.
All right. I know at one point I'm going to hop out of the car and someone else is going to just do shit for me, but just give me a minute.
Okay.
Full service lane, all vehicles tested. What is this? What is this? All service lane, all vehicles tested. OBD Express, 1996 and newer. All service lane, all vehicles tested. OBD diesel, biofuel, air duty. I think I just need to get in this line. I'm not sure. Okay, one moment. I need to go. Let me call you back in 10 minutes.
All right. Okay. Talk to you soon.